We've had a long hiatus from Berkshire Hathaway. They've got a lot of money sitting there waiting to be deployed. We're starting to get the deals coming through. Why HP? What does Berkshire Hathaway see here?
Well, first of all, I think the valuation of HP has gotten much better. Obviously, we've seen tech stocks in particular get pretty much hit at the start of this year through the Russia-Ukraine invasion. And I think valuations are way more attractive to Buffett. But I also think HP is kind of a classic Berkshire play, right? Yes, it's technology, but it's really consumer products. And it's shifted a lot into the consumer products that I think are going to obviously see increased demand. I mean, HP obviously is forecasting a pretty good market for PC sales over the next few years. And so I think that really plays into a company that Buffett likes, pretty, consumer focused, has a strong business, and is more attractive stock price wise.
Should we be expecting more potential acquisitions or at least large stakes taken from Warren Buffett and Berkshire Hathaway? They have a lot of cash to work with.
Yeah, they have a near record $146 billion. That doesn't account for their recent Allegheny agreement purchase and their Occidental stock purchases. But I think it's true. I mean, we've seen Warren Buffett on the sidelines for a while now, and I think he's expressed some dismay about that he wasn't seeing anything attractive and that valuations were really kind of a hindrance for them. And so I think for him to be piling into Occidental stock, I think for Berkshire to be buying a huge stake in HP. I mean, obviously it's $4.2 billion, which isn't massive compared to like Berkshire's, $161 billion stake in Apple. But I do think it's big enough that, obviously it required a regulatory disclosure. It was over 10% of the company's stock. And I think it really signals that, they're on the hunt. They are willing to put some of this money to work. They just need to find the companies.
Katherine, what does this say about HP's business model? Is it an affirmation that management is doing the right thing? Obviously, we had the Xerox deal, which didn't happen. And I'm wondering whether or not this is further affirmation that there will be no Xerox deal or whether the possibility of a deal would be put back on the table. I'm just wondering whether this could be a potential roll-up deal as well.
Yes, well, I think obviously the fact that Berkshire took that big of a stake is a real sign that they're backing it in many ways. And, while it's unclear whether that was Buffett or the investment managers, Todd Combs and Ted Weschler, I still think, Buffett likes to get close to companies that they potentially also could do a deal with. He obviously wants to help, whether it's finance deals or do outright acquisitions on his own. He loves those opportunities. So I think, yes, if he's, increasing stake to this size, there could be more to come.